19th. I hope you guys are doing something really special and memorable today, and it's also summer solstice. So there's a lot going on today. I am going to share with you all one of my favorite family-friendly recipes. It's also a huge crowd pleaser if you are going to, I said a cloud pleaser. A crowd pleaser, I'm gonna get my laptop, if you are entertaining, everyone just loves this dish. It is such an amazing dish. All right, perfect. So it is my skinny lasagna, and I will be sharing the recipe with each and every one of you on the comment section below at the end of this program. I do a couple of modifications to make it my own and what my family loves and to make it a little bit more healthy. So I will add those modifications. What you're going to need today is a crock pot, okay, my tried and true crock pot. You're going to want to use avocado oil spray to spray your crock pot. Your favorite jarred, or if you want to make some fresh marinara sauce, you're going to need 2 cans of that. We are going to need some crumbled goat cheese, 2 big bags of mozzarella. If you want, you can just sit right here. Okay. Marinara sauce, mozzarella. I'm using a pound of Beyond Beef. You can use any meat replacement beef or whatever you choose to add a little bit more protein. And then I use, because you definitely want no-bake lasagna noodles, and I'm gluten-free, so I do 100% organic brown rice, gluten-free lasagna noodles, okay? So that's what you're going to need for my version of the yummy, yummy, skinny lasagna. So, cutie girl, if you can either move that back here or sit over here, we're gonna get started. Well, so everyone can see you. So, why don't you sit here or stand facing the camera? I prefer you to sit because that way you can help me make it. Okay, come on. Ava just washed your hands. This is also, if you have young ones, this is an awesome, awesome recipe to do with your littles, okay? They love putting stuff together. What, baby? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not a kindergartner anymore.
You're not? What grade are you in?
First grade.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna open up one. What?
I literally remember how to make this dish.
You mean I should just give it to you and you should be making the dish? Because I'd be totally fine with that. No? Yes? You're definitely going to help me. This is a fun one. All right, so we're just going to put a thin layer of sauce at the bottom. And that is really just to coat the bottom of the pan. And then I'm going to, just so you guys know, this is a messy meal. So definitely always have some paper towels handy. So I am going to open up one box. You're only going to need 1 box of noodles. I never use the whole box anyways. So you just kind of break it up into small pieces.
Am I going to do that?
I'll show you what you're going to do, my angel. And then I know you guys can't see it, but I'm kind of just like moving around the sauce so it's totally covering the bottom of the crock pot. Yes, Ava?
Is this hot?
No, the heat is not on. We are just putting it in, and then once we're all done, then we're going to put on the heat. Okay, so I have a very thin layer of noodles on the bottom. Then I am going to put some goat cheese. Now the original recipe calls for ricotta, and you can totally do ricotta. My tummy doesn't do well with ricotta cheese. I need to do more lactose-free friendly cheeses. So I subbed it with crumbled goat cheese because we love goat cheese in our family. So I am going to do this. And if you guys ever wanted to make this vegan, easy, you just get vegan cheese. Okay, and then it's a totally vegan meal. Okay, but we do this vegetarian style. So I just put the crumbled goat cheese. Now Ava's gonna help me put a couple of handfuls of spinach.
Like 3 or 2?
Yeah. So you can do any leafy green. Yes, beautiful. Do a little bit more.
2?
A little bit more, yeah. So I prefer spinach. That's too much. That's too much. There you go. I put it over here. So you want like beautiful, Ava. You want a really gorgeous, light, easy layer of spinach or any dark leafy green. If you, Hayden can sit next to you.
Hayden, you just
Oh, is that so?
Hayden, Mom, you know, put your stool right there and sit up here.
Okay, here. I'm gonna help you up. Turn around. 1, 2, 3. Sit right here with sister, okay? Okay, so you want a really thin layer of greens. Now, if you're gonna do something a little bit more coarse like kale, in the recipe that I share, it's gonna show you exactly how to prepare the kale in order to make sure it's not too coarse, okay? So, we just did the spinach. I am now going to,
Are you gonna mush that?
I'm gonna mush it.
I'm gonna mush it with you.
You are gonna freak out.
I don't care.
It is really, really. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna use a 1/4 pound, if you're using like a pound of the meatless beef. If you're gonna be doing it by the patty, it's gonna be 1 patty kind of per layer. So we're gonna take 1 patty. Ava's decided she's gonna do this, and she's gonna, here, I'll do it with her. And we're going to, this is the messy part, we're going to crumble it up like as little crumbles and a thin layer. What, buddy? Okay, I'll let you do the next one, but not this one, because this one, look at, whoa, it's so nasty. So I'm gonna wash up, and I'm sure as soon as Ava is done with that, she is gonna wash her hands as well. And it's a lot of washing when you're working with this beef, but it is what it is what it is.
It feels, it doesn't feel good, but it really tastes good.
Yeah, okay, so, here, Ava, come on down, really easy. Don't touch me. Go wash your hands,
I know how
please.
to do it.
And Hayden, you can scoot forward for a little bit right here and help, okay?
So messy.
So now we're
Can
going,
someone turn this up for me so I don't get it messy too?
Okay. You're welcome. Okay, so we're gonna put some sauce. Thanks, Hayden, and I'll have you help me with the cheese. So we do a thin layer of sauce. Now, in total, I'm probably gonna use 1.5 jars, and these are how many ounces?
2.
How many ounces? It
Is
usually
that-
just says.
Is that pizza sauce? Because it smells like pizza.
Yeah, it's marinara sauce. Okay, so Hayden is gonna help me put and complete the first layer with our mozzarella cheese. Let Hayden do this part first. So you come over here. You guys are gonna take turns. Oh, you want to do it this way? That's a much better way.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a gorgeous layer of mozzarella sauce. Now, you can do this to taste. If you are watching your figure, you're not gonna want to do too much, and that'll be more of a skinnier lasagna. But if you are craving an extra cheesy lasagna, then you're gonna want to put a little bit more.
It's so good.
You did a great job. High five. Okay, so that is 1 layer. Okay, we're gonna do that 2 more times. All right, so we're gonna take our noodles. We are going to break them over. Oh my goodness.
Can I help this?
In a little bit, we're gonna take turns. Okay. We're gonna break. See, these are a little bit messy and sharp. So the adults are better to do this part, and the kids are wonderful for helping with. Entertaining was also always good. Okay, so we just put the noodles down. Now we are going to do our goat cheese. Hayden, you want to hold my hand and help me with the goat cheese? We're gonna do a sprinkle of goat cheese. Beautiful. Okay. Then we're going to. Can you help me with some spinach, please? Okay.
It's like you're doing layers, the same layers, but layer after layer.
And I love Hayden's strategy. Hayden is not using his hands. He's using the bags, which is brilliant, okay? It's a lot less messy, so way to go, Hayden Kai.
Hayden is
Okay.
the winner.
Now we're gonna do sauce and then meat, okay? So, we're gonna saucy it up. Oh yeah, saucy, saucy. I don't over sauce because it'll be really saucy. Okay, so we're done with the first bottle of marinara sauce. Now, Hayden, Mommy's gonna do this because it's really sticky and nasty, okay? And then you can help with the cheese afterwards.
It's nasty.
So I actually just started last week. I made the lasagna last week, and I played around with the Beyond Meat crumbles, and oh my goodness, it added such an amazing flavor. You know, it's just so funny, since I've been vegetarian, I didn't think about really making my own bolognese, and I've really been enjoying doing that and adding that with the veggies. So it's been really delicious. So I just put my Beyond Meat. Light Life is also a really great substitute. Impossible. There's so many different meatless meats out there, and honest to God, if you don't tell anyone, they won't know that it's a vegan meat source. All right, or protein source. So now we're gonna do the cheese. Of course, cheesy. Oh my goodness, this looks beautiful. Yeah, honey. A little bit of the cheese afterwards, because we gotta keep our hands clean while we cook, okay? No, we don't do that. We don't go in food and eat it, baby, okay? Okay, so we're gonna do one more layer, and you guys can eat the cheese if you're all done helping me, okay? Okay, so we're gonna do one more layer of, what are these?
The noodles.
The noodles!
This is
Crack the noodle on your head.
Wait, can I show them something?
Yeah.
This is what Mom used to do this to us. She still does it to us. Crack an egg on your head with the yip down with the yip. And she used to do that. She does that to us.
I sure do. All right.
Do that to your kids too.
No, that's hard. Put that down. Okay, so we just did another layer of noodles. Hayden's gonna help me with the cheese. This is goat cheese.
I didn't do it myself.
Okay, but that's good for now. We have to save some for later. Okay, so we got the goat cheese. Let's do spinach. Oh yeah, baby. Ooh, careful. Yeah.
No?
Yeah, after the spinach. All right, Hayden, that's beautiful. Now you're gonna switch places with Ava, so Ava can have a turn. I got it. Here, hold on to this for me. Okay, so we just did the spinach. Now I'm gonna do another. No, I'm gonna do this because it's so messy. You can help me with the sauce, okay? It is the messiest of all the messies, but it is the most delicious of all the deliciousness.
And
Okay.
it smells good too.
Love it. We're a Beyond Burger family. How do you like to eat your Beyond Burgers, Ava?
The way that Mommy does it.
Oh, how does Mommy do it? Because Daddy usually makes us our burgers nowadays.
So, she eats it like the patty with no buns, and he puts cheese on it. He cooks it so the cheese is melt, and then there's no buns, so we eat it with a fork.
I just love reading what Jaden and Lynn Alicia were saying. That's neat. Yes, honey.
I want to tell you something.
Okay, you can tell.
At that sweet and at that sweet Mommy and Daddy and Eva and we're making
And we're making something. That's right, buddy.
yeah we're making
Okay, so Ava's gonna put the marinara. Oh yeah, baby. Ooh. Okay, that's good. Okay, marinara is in. That looks pretty darn good. Let me do a little bit on the
and it
edges.
smells so good. Everything smells so good in this.
Okay, let's cheese a little. And if you guys mess up a little bit on the order of everything, I'll tell you right now from doing this with kids, sometimes you'll be a little bit out of order and it doesn't mess anything up. Go ahead, you can do all of it. Yeah, baby.
Hello.
What?
Mom, I'm going like this and the cheese. I guess I'm going to go or they will eat this.
Okay, so we're just finishing with the last layer.
Of tattoos.
Okay, so what I like to do at the very end, all the layers are complete. Now we are going to do one more little like finishing top layer. So these are going to be further apart.
I want to do that.
You're not going to do this part, Angel. It's a little sharp, okay? Sharp, sharp. Okay. So we are going to finish this bad boy.
Bad boy.
This bad boy. Okay. And we are going to do a thin layer of sauce on top.
And then we cook it.
We're almost done. Okay, so we got a thin layer of sauce. I'm going to do a thin layer of cheese.
You got wonderful kids.
I do have wonderful kids. You got a wonderful mom. Did you know that?
Yes. Are you done?
Almost. Okay, and then we're going to use the remainder of the goat cheese crumbles on top. Lynn Alicia, I'm sorry you're watching this while you're fasting. I hope you enjoy this. Maybe make this tonight because it is so delicious. Okay. A little Parmesan on top would be amazing as well. So that's that. Now we're going to seal this bad boy up.
Can I turn it on?
In just a moment. All right, this guy's ready to go. It's plugged in. Ava, please press the power. This is power. And since it's 1 o'clock, we are going to put this on a high heat because on high heat it will cook for 3 hours. Hold on. Press the mode button. Perfect. Okay, keep it right there. Okay, so on high, it'll cook for 3 hours. On low, it'll cook 5 to 6 hours, and I always think it's better closer to the 5th than the 6th. Then you're going to completely turn the heat off. You don't want it to keep warm, okay? Completely turn the heat off and let it sit for a couple of hours. So the longer you let it sit, the more that the liquid kind of soaks into the noodles and becomes more of a firm lasagna. If you eat it too prematurely, it's more like a lasagna soup. So you want to make sure, you can put that in the trash. So you want to make sure that you really don't rush the sitting period because that is the best way to get it all this soaked up. Capiche? Well, thank you to my helpers today. Would you guys like to say anything to anyone?
You're welcome for making this dinner. So on.
Happy Friday, guys. As you can see, this was done in under 20 minutes. If I had done this without my sweet little children, it would have been done in closer to 10 minutes. But just so you guys know, it's such a crowd pleaser. It is so easy. I love this set it and forget it, okay? That's my favorite way to cook, especially on Friday nights, because in our house, we celebrate Shabbat, and we are really, really together as a family, and I really try to stay out of the kitchen as much as possible. So it's one of those things where, you know, at 6 o'clock, it'll be ready to go, and it's gonna be delicious. All right, so if you guys have any questions, please ask in the comments. I'd be happy to answer all of your questions. And then I will also be posting the recipe. And again, you have my modifications of how to make it more Stacy-ized. But that is that. Let's say bye to everyone.
Okay, so